What is going on, everyone? In this video I'm going to walk you through on how to beat the first actual tough boss in the game. This is a barbarian build, but if you're not a barbarian, that's okay. I'm still going to walk you through it. So what you want to do if you are a barbarian, I focus my points on lunging strike, so just 1 point there, enhanced lunging strike 1 point, and also battle lunging strike. So if you're not a barbarian, anything that has to do with good high damage, you want to focus 1 point on that. Then what I went fully on is rend, full 5 points on rend, enhanced rend, and of course furious rend. So again, anything that has to do with high dealing damage to multiple enemies, that's what you want to really use. So in my case, rend, and then the rest of my points that I have available I used on rallying cry. So for the movement speed, so if you have anything, if you're not a barbarian, you want to focus on something that has increase in movement speed, because you're going to be trying to avoid and dodge a lot in this battle. So going right into it, the first fight, she will only summon 2 witches. The first 2 witches are fairly easy. Just focus on one at a time, and this is probably the biggest recommendation I can have for you guys in this fight. Focus on one witch at a time, because if you focus on multiple, you're eventually going to die because they're going to just surround you. Another thing is this red blood round thing that she throws at you. You want to try and avoid that. It's fairly slow, so you can really easily avoid that. Again, focus on one witch at a time, and once you kill the first 2 witches, she's going to summon more little minions, as she's about to do right now. And don't forget to pick up those potions. You want to make sure you keep track of your health at all times. So the second part of the battle is a little tougher, because she's going to spawn in more witches and more minions, as you can see. And again, you want to focus on defeating the little minions that are easier. So this is where my rend comes in, because it does high damage to multiple enemies. And then just focus on one witch at a time, as you can see I'm doing right now, and avoid the blood things. Now another thing, the far thing on the right and the left, you want to avoid going there, because eventually she'll start blocking that path with blood, and it will deal damage to you over time. So focus on the center of the field, and when the blood goes away on the right side, use that as cover. Again, just focus on one witch at a time, as you can see I'm doing right now, and try and avoid this blood thing that she throws at you. So of course, one witch at a time, as you can see, it's easier. You're just doing rend, your high damage attacks. And then once you defeat this last witch, the hardest part of the battle comes, in my opinion, where she just throws everything at you. But make sure once you defeat this last witch, your health is pretty stacked up, because you're going to need it for the final portion of the battle. Alright, so now this last portion of the fight, and this is really the end, she's going to throw a bigger, kind of like a golem looking demon at you. You want to make sure you knock him out first, because he does a lot of damage to you if you don't focus on him. Right there, as you can see, destroy him as soon as possible. And like I said, using your high damage attacks that focus on multiple enemies, those are really going to help you. Again, keep track of your health, defeat him, and then the little minions should just die off easily themselves. Now once you defeat him, you can go ahead and focus on the witches. Again, one at a time. You don't want to focus on multiple witches. Deal the most damage to one, defeat it, and move on to the next. And again, avoid the far left and right side, because once she throws those blood things on it, on the stairs, it's gonna do a lot of damage to you. And again, just avoid those things, those round things, and focus on one witch. Hope this helps. Give us a like and a subscribe, and let me know what you guys think.